Hi everyone, and welcome back to my fragrance channel, Elixis. Today we are going to be reviewing Azzaro Chrome Legend, a underrated flanker in the Azzaro Chrome collection. This is a scent that I think honestly a lot of people don't know exists, but I think a lot of people would like it. We are going to go a lot more into detail about this fragrance if you would like to follow along. Also stick around until the end of the video for me to give it a rating. Let's get started. So, first off, we're going to pop this cap off and we are going to spray it on our arm to get a visual representation of how this fragrance smells on our skin. Keep in mind that I'm only doing one spray on my forearm. Now, right off the bat, I do want to say this fragrance does smell good. It is a very nice scent and very pleasant to smell. Now to get more into detail. Launched all the way back in 2007, this fragrance has been around for quite some time, although I think it's been under the radar for quite a while. This fragrance, in my opinion, is a very versatile spring and summer fragrance with a very nice green apple note combined with tea that makes it almost this slightly soapy but very classy, mature, fresh scent. I personally get like vibes of like the beach and of course summertime when I smell this fragrance. What I normally smell in this fragrance besides the green apple and tea is a lot of musk, a nice little dose of tonka bean, a little bit of vetiver, and I do smell, especially at like the base, I smell some oak moss, some cedar, and just a little hint of amber that kind of meshes with the cedar in a way. There is like this almost orangish kind of at the very end of the top when it goes into the middle, but I can smell it a little bit. Now this could be a turnoff for some people, but in my personal opinion, I like how potent the projection in this is. It's very, not pungent, but it's just strong at the beginning. When you spray at least like 3 times of this, you're going to smell it. At least for the first half an hour on yourself, you're gonna smell it. Decent bit of longevity, and I actually like how much sillage it pulls off. To me, out of everything in the Chrome line, and actually for freshy designer fragrances in general, this is a very unique one. This one will have you stand out compared to other people that might wear designer freshies. This fragrance actually has 3 different bottle designs. The one you're seeing that I have right here, and 2 other ones exist, and they're all the same fragrance. To me personally, I really like that green apple and tea combo that it's got going on. You really wouldn't think it would work that well, but it just does, and it does so perfectly. In my opinion though, to be fair, I could see how some people would see this and it's like a love it or hate it type of scent. On one hand, it is synthetic, but it still smells extremely pleasant, and you're gonna get compliments wearing this. It's not like it's a very polarizing scent. No, this is something that's made to be somewhat mainstream. Most people are going to like this when you have it on. I do want to put a small disclaimer though. When I do my ratings, I am not rating this fragrance for everybody. I'm only rating it on how I feel versus the rest of my collection. Take them with a grain of salt. They're more or less for me and how I feel about them. You might feel completely different about a fragrance that I go over. For sprays in general, I put about 3 to 5 sprays on myself of this fragrance. You could go a little bit higher if you're alright with the kind of potent projection that it gives off. I stick between 3 to 5 sprays with this fragrance. In terms of longevity on my skin, it actually kind of does pretty well at around 5 to 7 hours, and for a freshie, that's not too bad. I've had some like off instances where it'll last a little bit longer, but on average it's about 5 to 7 hours. I will list the notes right here off of Brand Granica. In terms of something like price, you can find this anywhere between $30 to $50. I've seen some places in the slight off chance that it might be slightly cheaper than that. On average it's about like $30 to $50 though that I've found. So taking into account all the downsides that this potentially could have and all the upsides that it could potentially have for someone, I think what I would have to rate it would be a 69 out of 100. Although if this is one of your favorite freshies, by all means, this is a very nice fragrance to have in your collection. Even if you don't have it and you're looking for something along the lines of the Azzaro Chrome line, and you're looking for something that not really everybody has, but you know it's part of a line that gets compliments, this is something that is right up your alley. I have gotten compliments from this, and this is a very good scent to use in the gym as long as you don't overdo it, so I could see why this could be someone's favorite. That is going to do it for this fragrance review. If you liked it, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want. If not, there's no hard feelings. And until the next fragrance review, I'll see you guys in the next one.